Hello, welcome back to the game that always stops to smell the roses. It's Strange Horticulture. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We're going to try to figure out this clue here. Give the kitty a little love to start. Alright. East of Lowick. No, I'm sorry. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. I remember Crinkle Crags. I saw that earlier. That's up here. Yeah, okay. So we're going south of Crinkle Crags, which is column 15. North of Hawkshead. So we can assume Hawkshead is down here somewhere. If you see it, put your hand up. I'll call on you. Oh, here's Hawkshead. So that means the answer is definitely in here somewhere. In row E. Crinkle Crags, Hawkshead. East of Lowick. Here's Lowick. And west of Roostland. Roostland, where are you? Oh, it's right next to it. Okay, so that gives us this column and this column, which means this row and this column is E17. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of the field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression at my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Maybe I'll zoom this too, just in case anyone watching it. Probably easier to see, right? Some new plants. We like new plants. We like strange new plants. We are a strange horticulturalist. Alright. Let's see what adventures await us on day 3, Sunday. Wilbur Miller. I don't think we've met him before. I am looking for a plant. Lady of, what's it? Something or other? I'm no green-eyed drayer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline, which is Lady of Summer. Okay, so he's not a recurring character or an important character because he hasn't shown up in our character list. Oh, pardon me. Let's look for Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. We had these two. I don't remember if they're the stamen or the pestle. It's been a long time since I had high school biology. But I think we looked at these before. Was it this one? How do the leaves look on this? Doesn't say. This is an attractive flower. Does it say anything about sweet? No. This one also has two. I'm going to call them stamen. I'm just going with it, right or wrong. The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Oh, that doesn't seem right. The leaves curl round delightfully, which means it's this. I missed that first hint. Lady of Summer, coming up. New book entry. Collect it. Fennec. I actually know what that is. I'm pretty sure. I went back when I rewatched the first video, and I couldn't remember what that guy told me he was giving me. It was this plant, and I think he said he was giving me Fennec. I'm pretty sure that's it. We'll remember that for when we need it. Alright. Oh, the mailman. David Schaefer. They're saying the Audra's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seems to me the Audra always looked out for the less fortunate. Take your letter. Thank you, sir. Not that, not that. God, can I click? The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore the Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have to keep a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Okay, Great Gable. Let's see if we have a plant that keeps us warm. That's going to be kind of a pain in the ass, looking through all these. But we'll just skim them quick. How about that? Nope. 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 Great. Oh, great strength. That's not what we're looking for. Nope. Nope. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene. Nope. Nope. Pass unnoticed. Reduces anxiety. Burns very brightly. Improves hearing. Highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Ooh. Be careful with that one. Insect repellent. Okay, so I don't have a plant that keeps us warm. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing to do with it. You just give me a plant, Norman? Okay. Simone Green. Hellbore. Always pleasant, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. This must be the librarian. I've been burning the midnight oil again and again and could use some common trouse. And I know where to find it. Well, according to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Red pike. Eye strain. Does she have a bio? Yes. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irrationally organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries. Buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. Okay. Filling out our roster, so we want to go to, what was it, Red Peak? I should pay attention more. Red Pike. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. In case you may have not noticed, I'm not the best speaker in the world. But I have heart. Okay. I want to take a quick skim through once again for heat protection. Just in case. Oh, those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drought made from leaves using the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. Of course I missed it the first time. That's why I double checked. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. I know what this is. No, I didn't want to close it. God. I think that's this plant. Okay, I can't guarantee it. I'm pretty sure this is it, but how do I... The Great Gable. Alright, let's take care of the next customer. You know what? This is going to fill up real quick. So let's just see if we can find the Great Gable while we're waiting for that. Should be in the mountains, right? Oh, there it is. A13. Go. Yeah. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless... Okay, it's going to give us a new book entry on the Sunset Mount Trap. And we're going to get a new plant. We can go ahead and close this, please. We can go ahead and get rid of this, please. We now know that this is... I think that's a yellow tag. Call that a yellow tag. An argument can be made for a blue tag, but we're going... Didn't I have more blue plants? Ah, I was going to say, I thought I had more blue plants. Alright, let's continue with the day. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I am capable, that sort of thing. Okay? Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Shimmerlung. What do we think about turning a boy into a toad? I'm all for it, honestly. The dried stems of the Shimmerlung burn very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding purple light. Flowers grow warped and large rigid leaves. Wrapped. So she's not going to turn him into a toad. Unfortunate. She's just going to give him a little scare, a little light show. I think I remember seeing this one. Oh, maybe not. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Yeah, I remember seeing this one. It's got... Where'd it go? I know exactly. Maybe it's this one? No. I'm thinking... Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Well, let's look at this. Oh, there we go. That's it. Large ridge leaves. From here, it looked like they didn't look like that. Okay. Shimmerlung. Here you go, lady. Candlewood. Alright. This will be a yellow tag because it's kind of innocuous. Come on. Shimmerlung. You can go up top. Irving Harris. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red though. We just looked at that when I was looking for oh, this is what killed Deidre? Didn't we say it was Dendra miasma? We're looking for hearing, right? Enhanced psychic abilities. Treat stomach pains. I know I saw it. I read it when I was looking for that other one. Nope. Eye strain. Strength. Friendship between strangers. Digestive properties. Poison. Not sure. Oh, dental hygiene. Come on. Hearing. Is that what this guy wanted? St. John's Poppy? Yeah. We already got that identified, dude. We're old pros here. Okay, that's the end of the day. We'll keep going a little bit. We raced through that day. Let's take another stab. Oh, this one's ripped. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Day 4, Monday. Let's try something. I'm sure this isn't. I thought I would be able to maybe line this up somewhere. Hold on. Ah, like a glove, right? That's gotta be it. That puts it in N6. I didn't hit the travel button. N6. The gentle sound of flowing water. The sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. More plants. Nice. What's this one? Oh, I just dropped it back there. Now we gotta refile. We're getting overrun here with plants now. Alright. Reuben Ward, this was the investigator, right? The Fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The Sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down? I do. I can help you out. I can help you out, Reuben. I just gotta remember what it is. Just give me a second. Nope. Treatment for stomach pains. There was one about digestion, though, right? Mind inflictions. Love lock. Eye strain. Strength. Sleeping. Nope. Wait. Digestive troubles. Gandhi root. Alright, dude. I even got that one already prepared for you. Oh, wait. He's saying it's Fennit. He wants Fennit. I almost gave him the wrong shit. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. Long, soft leaves. So I'm pretty sure that was this one. Yep. Here you go, bud. Witch fig. Let's go ahead and label this one. This will get a yellow tag. Put that over here for right now. Another letter. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. That was the librarian, right? That's Simone Green. Yeah, Verona Green is the occult scholar. Okay. Oh. Verona Green, Simone Green. It would make sense that the daughter of an occult scholar is a librarian. Now I'm wondering what their symbols mean. Wonder if that's gonna play into anything. I guess his is just. I thought it was blank, but it's just a magnifying glass. Librarian. Maybe they're just artsy. We'll keep that in mind if there's any puzzles with symbols, though. All right, let's see what she wants. Not you. God. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would love to have brought it back with me, but if the sister had given me a moment to be able to... a moment alone, but they seemed overly protective lately. Yeah, so I don't know if they'll let us back into the Grisdale Forest or not, but we can take a shot, right? Just northeast of Rusland. Now we know where Rusland is. That's northwest, northeast. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling of being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Ardra. By order of the Ardra, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow Glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The Mellow Glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. That would make sense if you're giving it to them. Like, if you take it, how would that affect other people seeing you? That they wouldn't remember you. If you slip it to them, that kind of defeats the point of not being noticed. I don't know. That one, I think the lore and story building in this is really excellent so far. I'm just finding stupid faults. Probably this. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. Anything about sharp thorns, that's it. That's the only hint we have. Anything else have thorns? That has berries. I see nothing else with thorns. Oh! Shit, that gave me a rising dread. So if you mess up, this meter goes up. What happens when that meter hits the top? I don't want to know. This has thorns. Alright. We'll try this one. Nice. Let's, before we read further, this is going to be a blue tag. Mellow Glow. I'll put you over here for right now. I can sort all these to my liking off camera. With the help of the Mellow Glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed, chuckling to myself. I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Get it? Take my leave? Never mind. Okay. I'm going to pet the cat here for one moment and take a sip of water. Is that meter going down, or is that my imagination? Right now it's lined up with the top of that branch, basically. We'll check on it later. Oh, Face Swift's back. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it. But the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in a jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why. And behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Okay, so we have two choices for her. Agoria or Candlewood. Let's see what we're going to offer her. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Okay, that's a way to get her to face whatever's happening. What's Candlewood? Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manners of afflictions of the mind. Interesting. So do we want to open her up to this malevolence? Or shield her from it? Well, she's scared. I think we should shield her. It's not like she's curious and wants to know more. So I think it's best to protect her until she's ready to face whatever's hounding her. A red flower that provides a shielding effect. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Bright red flowers grow at the end of thin stems. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Let's just double check. Make sure we don't have any other red flowers up here that... I'm worried about this mirror. It is indeed not going down. Alright, Candlewood. There we go. This is going to acquire a blue tag. It's not medical or helpful that way, but it's not harmful either. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. Margaret Elsbeth. Have we met her before? We don't come to underwear often, but I've heard about your shop, and I've said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, nobody wanted to take a boat out on the lake. Can I just say I'm loving the rain effect? Shame about this awful weather, though. Well, the hell with you. You must come to Zurich. I have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to you, to a horticulturalist such as yourself. Indeed, they will be. You are cordially invited to Searsick Castle. Okay, so I think we should go there right now. Did we get a bio on her? We did not. So let's travel. Can I look at the back of this? So many adventure games have gotten me. You gotta look at the back of stuff, dude. Alright. Let's look for a castle. Swinside. Gleaton Castle. Didn't she say she came to town? Maybe she's close. Sedberg. Here it is. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize, but Before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it back to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I'm able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the garden into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Alright. Alright, I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed here, thank you, with all my stuff. Okay. Francis Aberton. I don't think we've met this chap before either. I'm looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. It helps my heartburn. So I'm thinking this is the one we were going to give to the last person. Good. Gotta be careful because flowers in here change places as I get more and more stuff. High strain, strength, energy boost, friendship. I think it's Gandy Root. That's what we were going to give the last one. Can aid with digestive troubles. Let's try Gandy Root. Oh no, didn't he say red flower? Oh, yellow flowers. Here you go. That'll cure what ails you. Selena Scott. I believe she is also new. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all. But then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up in Swinside. I've come for some stinking mount cap. I know we added that to our book of secrets here not too long ago. Sunset mount cap. Did I say? Oh, she's saying stinking, but it's sunset. Interesting. What's going on here? The sunset mount cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and is often placed in doorways. Mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Okay, so this is going to be our first red plant, and we're looking for a fungus. Red warts. There was one we had to have bugs growing on it. Yeah, this one. Sour milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. And it also has this little representation of a pattern here. Not that exact pattern, but do we have any other fungus that's... Oh, here's this one. A vicious white liquid can be seen oozing from its underside. But it doesn't say it stinks. Okay, we're gonna go with this as Sunset Mount Trap. And we've got information on the hen chuck. Alright, we blew through We blew through two shifts. Let's label this one. This one. This is a red one. Our first red one. Definitely gonna need some shop organization. Let's go ahead and go to the next day so I can continue from there. We'll see what we get. Close up shop for the night. Make sure everything is nice and tidy. Pat the kitty good night. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Eesh, that's not a pleasant story. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband there. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the earth heart grows. Okay. We will try to locate that sucker next time on Strange Horticulture. Thanks for watching.